Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Committee Chairman Devin Nunes announced a closed-door meeting with FBI Director James Comey and NSA Director Mike Rogers in an apparent bid to disseminate potential bombshell information regarding the sharing of unmasked surveillance targets amongst the intelligence community, widened by former President Obama on his way out of office.
In theory, how would reporters know a U.S. citizen made a telephone call to an agent of foreign power?
How would they know legally?
Yes.
If it was declassified and then discussed in a judicial proceeding or a congressional hearing, something like that.
And assume none of those facts are at play, how would they know?
Someone told them who shouldn't have told them.
What does the term mask mean in the concept of FISA and other surveillance programs?
As Director Rogers explained, it's our practice, approved by the FISA court, of removing the names of U.S. persons to protect their privacy and their identity unless it hits certain exceptions. I'll often see an intelligence report from NSA that will say U.S. person number 1, U.S. person number 2, U.S. person number 3, and there's no further identification on the document.
Admiral Rogers said there are 20 people within the NSA that are part of the unmasking process. How many people within the FBI are part of the unmasking process?
So I can find out the exact number. I don't know it as I sit here.
Well, I think, Director Comey, given the fact that you and I agree this is critical, vital, indispensable, it would be nice to know the universe of people who have the power to unmask a U.S. citizen's name, because that might provide something of a roadmap to investigate who might have actually disseminated a masked U.S. citizen's name.
The scheduled March 28th hearing with former DNI Director James Clapper, former CIA Director John Brennan, and thorn in President Donald Trump's side, former Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates, has been postponed, creating an even greater rift between House Intelligence Chairs Democrat Adam Schiff and Republican Devin Nunes.
The chairman, in what appears to be a dead of night excursion, obtains or reviews some documents that he has not shared with his own committee. But what was most concerning about that whole incident is taking that information to the White House. It is associates of the president who are potentially the subject of investigation into whether they colluded in any way with the Russians. So to take evidence that may or may not be related to the investigation to the White House was wholly inappropriate.
The chairman of House Intel briefed the commander-in-chief on something that has nothing to do with the Russia investigation. So if the commander-in-chief cannot be briefed by the chairperson of the House Intel Committee on a matter that has nothing to do with the FBI investigation, then I don't know what they can talk about.
That surveillance of Donald Trump started much earlier than we thought. They began having his phone calls in New York and Florida monitored under the Bush administration, and that continued into the Obama administration. Now, Chairman Nunes has learned that they weren't spying on candidate for President Trump. They were spying on President Trump.
Yes.
Because they were spying on the transition offices. Based on a New York Times story of January 20th, that the FBI was wiretapping me, which means they were listening to my phone calls with candidate Donald Trump.
I don't know who asked for them to be unmasked. I just know that there are more. I knew about the unmasking before I read the documents, and I'll just leave it at that.
It looks like we had Obama's cyber plumbers going out there calling intelligence that is supposedly gathered only for, as you say, foreign, to protect the national security of the United States. Instead, it was inappropriately targeting President Trump and his incoming team. And then it was obviously illegally leaked. Unmasking is a nice way of saying they were sending around gossipy information about the president's advisors, information obtained through wiretaps and intelligence surveillance. Outrageously illegal, beyond the pale, and there's nothing to compare in recent memory other than Watergate was in terms of presidential malfeasance.
The winding road towards a potential Obamagate that makes Nixon's Watergate look like child's play is drawing near. John Bound for Infowars.com.
In case you haven't heard, Infowars has become the most influential media outlet in America. We're making freedom go viral. And now we are proud to announce a new weapon in the epic battle against the globalists. Infowars Prime, where you can watch live high-definition feeds of The Alex Jones Show, plus exclusive insider videos from the Infowars crew and behind-the-scenes action. Go to Infowars.com/app and download today. Infowars Prime is available right now for your iPhone or Android. You will have access to exclusive videos that you can't see anywhere else. And that means live coverage of events and breaking news on location as it happens. You can also take advantage of amazing deals from the Infowars store that are only available for Infowars Prime subscribers. That's Infowars Prime at Infowars.com/app. If you can hear my voice, you are the resistance.